What's up, gang? This is Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And we have an emergency video. I am doing this, I'm away from home, not in the office. And I've got to put this out to alert you about what is going on with XCN. I wanted to do a full report on this, but just in case, I thought I better do this right now from my mobile phone and get you in the know. So everybody loves owning a project that goes vertical. Now, I was in on XCN at 0.001, but I sold it some time ago. It's probably been several months. It was back here during one of these previous runs, and I went ahead and took like a 2.5x, took my gains and left. I still own about 5 XCN. So right now, I'm way up from the beginning, probably, what, 30x on the little 5 XCN coins that I have. And I was going to purchase during this consolidation period right there. And I kept waiting for the right moment and waiting for it to correct, and it never did. And then it sent off and went vertical. So that's just too bad. However, whenever you miss a run like this, you never buy into a run. And so I made my strike zone box. You can see it right here. Oops, let me get the drawing on. There's the strike zone box. You see this little green box there. I thought that after we ran that we would dip back down, and it did. And you can see it did it right there. And it's a wick, it's a green wick, and it snatched right back up. So I missed that moment in time after the Justin Sun FUD to be able to pick it up at 1.5 cents. And now we're sitting at 3.3 cents. And what a tragedy it is. So I am very bullish about this project. And of course, this is not financial advice. Be very careful and don't go aping into this just because I made this emergency video, especially if you're new. And the rule is you never buy into a run. Okay, so right now what I'm considering doing is praying for one more dip. Now that we still have this box, this is still valid right here. However, if we don't come back down to that point, we should maybe at least come back down to maybe 2.3 cents if we can get that correction. And the indicators look like we're about to roll over. So here on the one-day chart, what do you see? You see a stochastic that wants to cross over, but it might not. So let's roll back and see what the 4-hour and the 1-hour look like. And then I'm going to make my decision in the next 24 hours of whether or not I ape in now or I wait. And I'm going to come in with a bigger bag. I'm going to get a heftier amount. I might, pick up 10 times more than what I usually purchase. I only buy $50, $100 worth of projects when I'm very bullish about them. If you'll remember, I'm the guy who bought $400 worth of Caspa at 0.004 after swing trading it after making the first purchase at 0.0015. And of course, Caspa's at 13 cents and on its way to $1, $5, maybe even 10 or higher during the bull market peak. Now, the reason why I'm so bullish about Onyxcoin and why I'm in a hurry to grab some is because I think it has the potential to go over $1. We could be looking at the possibility of a 50x from this point. It's very possible. But then again, I want to optimize my purchase and I want to try to get it at the best price I can because I'm greedy like that. That's right. I am greedy. So I'm going to pray that this stochastic crossover plays out and matures and that we finally correct, because they can't just go straight up to the moon forever. And if they do and I miss it, it's better to abide by the rule of never to buy into a run, because if you start doing that, you'll get lucky once, but the next 10 times you do it, you're going to get burnt bad. All right, so let's get on to the 4-hour chart and show you what we see. We see another stochastic peak. What do we have here? We had this one peak that drove us up to the first new all-time high, and now here's the next peak, and it looks like we are well above the 80 line. Here's the 80 mark. That's why this is highlighted in between. This is the middle ground. Anything above the middle ground is oversold. Anything above the middle ground is oversold is down here. Overbought is up here. All right. So hopefully we will have a rollover here on the 4-hour stochastic. Now, when all of the stochastic cycles match, that's when you're at a critical reversal point. So let's see where the stochastic is on the 1-hour chart. And sure enough, it looks the same as the 4-hour and the 1 day, where here we're up here in the overbought zone, and the blue line looks like it's curling over a little bit, like it wants to roll over and cross over that orange line. And if it does, we can finally get a correction. I'm praying for that. Now, if it corrects, what will it correct to? Well, based on this chart, we can see a big fat volume cluster on the VPVR. That's volume profile visible range. There's a big cluster right here, somewhere around 2.8 cents. There's another cluster down here, right at around 2.3 cents. I'm just praying to God, please, Lord, let this thing come on back down to pick me up, and let my rule and that I abide by all the time, which is when you miss a run, they always come back to get you. Let that reign true. Now, here's the thing. If it comes down to 2.8, I'm buying. 2.3, I'm buying more. I'll just go bananas at that point. Because of the fact that we are looking at a project that has major implications. Just one bit of evidence that lets me know that this is a pretty serious buy is that they have this, they own this domain, chain.com. Now, how nobody got that domain by now, I don't know. Chain.com. I'll explain more of that on the next video whenever I break down the background of Onyxcoin with the symbol XCN. But for now, that's enough evidence to let you know that this is something big if they own chain.com. Because if this was not a serious project, I tell you what, you better believe that a project as big as, say, Chainlink or some of the others would be offering these people a ton of money to be able to have this domain name. I mean, that's major. So apparently their upside is so big that they're not going to get up off of that domain name anytime soon. And it's because of the fact that this project has a future. All right. So let's go back to the 1-day chart and let's just stare at that stochastic crossover that might happen. Our other clue that we might be able to have a little bit of a correction is this little bitty red candle starting to form. It looks like a hammer doji, and I hope that means we at least come down to the base level right here. And if not, oh man, I mean, it would be great if we came down to the market structure, which is at 1.5. That's worst case scenario. I heard on one other video report that there's a possibility that it could correct down to 1.5 cents. If that's the case, I'm selling the couch, I'm selling the dog. I don't even own a dog. I'm going to go steal the neighbor's dog, sell it, and put that into Onyxcoin. Okay, so I'm going to start my DCA process down here at this volume node at 2.8 cents. And then I'm just going to pound it down all the way down and hope I can get as much as I can. And again, don't go jumping into this head first just because you heard it from me, because this thing could go to zero. I could be dead wrong, even though I don't think I am. The indications are strong that this project is going to do very well. And I don't want to be sitting back crying, saying, why did I not load back up at 2.8 cents? Because I'm crying right now that I sold the 100,000 that I had back at 0.001. That's pretty sad. Now, we all love projects that go straight up in the air. And we all want to know what's the next one that will do that. And if you want to know which ones go straight up in the air, you could join my private group for $50 USDT per month. There is a link in the description to my explainer page that tells you what you're buying. You're basically paying me for the research work that I do to uncover the projects that have these strong vertical moves. And as you know, I've already given a few that have gone straight up in the air. Swiftcoin was the last one, and I have an update on that because it's now correcting, and there might be an entry point for you latecomers that didn't get in like I did at 0.002. So look in the description. You could also join the Telegram group. The link is in the description. So check that out. It's right there. Join us. You can ask as many questions as you want on Telegram about the paid group and what you're paying me for. You can look at the explainer page to know about what you are getting. And in the meantime, I've got several more reports coming your way. And of course, the members get them all first. The members all know whenever I make a purchase or whenever I sell something. I've had 4 alerts that went out to my members today. I bought 4 different alts that I think are going to explode. They all know about it. So if you want to be in the know and benefit from the hard work I do, sitting up night after night after night, studying the charts and looking at these projects, well, you can come right along and ride with the gang, with the Crypto Pro gang. So that's all I got for this one. This is Carlton, and I am out.